Okay.
There's a hurricane. Now go.
I'm like, there's a tornado, by the way.
And we're rolling.
Right. I got a podcast!
I to the no.
Alrighty, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of I'm Literally Screaming. Oh my gosh, no. Everyone in the stands is taking off their clothes. I can't handle this. No, please stop it. No, just kidding. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Today, I am joined by a very special guest, Mr. Dom Gabriel.
Hi, everybody.
So, how has your weekend been, or your weekend? Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah, it's been weird, you know. I've been in LA for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, the last time I saw you, I didn't know you were going to be here for this. Are you staying in LA?
Yeah, I mean, my show just came out, so I'm just here for the couple months, kind of taking in the ways of the land, becoming, you know, one of the
LA people.
Yeah, the LA people.
The LA people. Well, like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, we love people in LA. We love the LA people, but like, don't become like that person in LA. Because if you do, I'm jumping you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Even if I were to jump you, I don't really think it'd be that effective. I feel like you'd be able to throw me to the ground.
I feel like you're very nimble, though.
What's nimble?
I feel like you're very like.
Oh, quick?
Yeah, like quick.
I'm
like
quick
very agile. I feel like before I even like get a chance,
I'm gonna like disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can run really fast.
Yeah.
I think like personally, if I were to like put up a fight with anyone, I'm not like fighting, I'm running. That's literally, I know you said not to talk about it, Amanda, but that's kind of what I did like this weekend in WeHo. When like there was a bar fight. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But speaking of WeHo,
I like that. Got to a bar fight. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Thank you. When I like this weekend for me at least, when I was in WeHo, have you ever like seen parkour videos?
Where's this? Yeah.
Okay. No, it's going somewhere. Trust me. Just trust the process. So I don't know what like ever possesses me in my brain to like tell me I can do things when I clearly cannot, and my body cannot handle the things that I'm trying to accomplish. But you know those like cement like blocks in the road? They're like kind of like barricade almost.
Oh yeah.
Like you see them on like the highway sometimes.
Yeah.
They have them lined up on like the sidewalk in WeHo. I didn't know that it had just rained. I was not sober. And me in my brain, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna jump over it to get to my Uber. Mind you, all the bars in WeHo were closing, so everyone was out on the sidewalk. And I was actually in front of like an outside bar. So like everyone was already outside. And I was like, I'm gonna jump over this barrier and get in that Uber and I'm gonna look like a badass. No, I actually like try to jump over the like little tiny concrete barricade. My hand slipped, my head actually hit the car of the Uber, and then I fell on my ass, and everyone, I'm not joking, everyone who was outside, they all went, ooh. I feel like one of my like biggest nightmares is to like fall in front of a group of people and then like have them all see and then have that reaction. And I lived through that. And then all these like girls ran up to me. They were like, are you okay? And my friend Billy was like kicking my leg and he was like, get up. You're embarrassing yourself. Get up. And I was like, damn.
How was the recovery though? Did you like get right up and then just like hop in the Uber? I
crawled into the Uber. It hurt so bad. I pretty sure I sprained like my right ass cheek, as I was saying before. Yeah, no, you definitely can. I mean, like it's gotten better, but I was like limping for the past few days, and I mean this weekend I kind of just like stayed in and didn't do anything. Well, that's a lie because I went to WeHo, but like these past few days I like haven't been like going too crazy, I guess. But
wild nights in WeHo.
Yeah, have you ever been?
Yeah, I went to Catch. Is that in
Catch?
WeHo?
That sounds like vaguely familiar. Catch
LA. It's like a sushi fish place.
Oh, okay. I know. Like it's like in WeHo. Yeah, when I say like WeHo, I immediately think of clubs because I'm like gay area clubbing. But what's Catch? I don't think I've ever been there.
I don't know. All I know is there was like a paparazzi right out in front.
Oh.
And I saw like a bunch of influencers walk in, and I just got my blue check, so I'm like, I started to feel myself start forming into like an LA person.
Yeah.
Wait, like so the full moon came out my blue check, and I started like taking selfies.
No, yeah, I'll take a photo with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. So you were there. What paparazzi was it? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Was it like Hollywood Fix?
I have no idea.
Can I tell you a little secret?
Yes.
Hollywood Fix, like I know people that have called the Hollywood Fix to go to them.
Yeah.
So it looks like the paparazzi is following them. No, they called them, gave them the location, and was like, ask me these questions. So if it was the Hollywood Fix, hey, I would call the Hollywood. I actually have thought about calling the Hollywood Fix on myself so many times.
Well, now that I'm like on like reality television and like Perfect Match in that show, I'll go on my For You page and I'll see other people from the cast just like pop up on stuff like that. And I just saw a member of the cast on like TMZ just like talking about me, and I'm like, what is happening?
So if you don't mind me asking, what's the entire show about?
So basically, I've been on 2 shows.
Okay.
So the first show was a show called The Mole. It was like a competition show, like Survivor meets Big Brother. We were in Australia doing adventure stuff.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a good time. And then Netflix has asked me like, oh, we're doing a dating show, but the dating show is like with all of like the all-stars from every Netflix reality show. So from Too Hot to Handle, The Circle, Love is Blind, The Mole, Selling Tampa, just like the real estate shows, everybody all into one show, and everyone's just like kind of like a, you know,
dating show kind of.
Yeah, just like everyone's dating, and the point is like, it's kind of like every episode they bring in 2 new people.
Okay.
So if you don't have a match by the end of the episode of the week, then you get out.
So when they reached out to you, did you like have to audition for anything, or like was there like an interview that went along with that?
There was like a few interview processes for the dating show, but because they already know who I am and I'm already kind of in the Netflix universe, it was kind of like not as intensive as the first time.
So when you first did an interview, I'm just like really curious now.
Yeah.
When you first did an interview for Netflix, what was that like? What usually happens with those?
Oh, it's the longest process ever. It's like you have like video interviews with the producers, the casting execs, and then you gotta like, they give you a questionnaire basically asking you every single intricacy of your life, like relationships, down to your favorite foods, to relationships, to what went wrong. You have to do a psychological interview, and then a psychological questionnaire that's like to determine if you're just like a psychopath, I guess.
That is so like I wouldn't even think that would happen. I thought it was more so like, oh yeah, let's just sit down at like a desk, like at a table, literally like that table, just like sit there and be like, oh hey guys, like this is my name.
No, so it's an extensive auditioning process the first time around. Yeah.
What were like the psychological questions like?
It's kind of like, you know, are you confrontational, like situational type stuff. Like if someone were to tell you something that was like out of pocket. That's not the terms that they use.
Yeah.
But if someone did something out of pocket, would you confront them? Would you leave it alone? They try to get a sense of like how you would interact with others on the show. So like I would assume they would find somebody like, oh, I would confront them, and they'd be like, then someone like me, like, oh, I just mind my business. These 2 would be great.
Because then it's, oh my gosh, that's actually really cool. I never would have like thought that would be, I already said this, but like that would be the, I guess like audition process. It's more like in an interview.
Yeah, but it's really.
And like, how many do you have to go to? Like, is it just like one, or is it like back to back to back to back? And how long in between each one? Sorry.
It's like probably like the first time was like a month and a half, 2 months. And it was like, it gets more and more descriptive as you go along, as they're dwindling people down, and then they let you know like, all right, there's 10 people being cast, we're down to the last 20, here's your last interview, and you have like another interview, and they kind of just like, because they're also trying to pick not just you, but how the best group dynamic as well, right? So
yeah, you want to find people that can all like mesh together.
Yeah.
And I guess like if there is drama happening, they want to find people who can like execute, like you want people intrigued.
Exactly. You want to get like different personalities.
The best group to like get the most, I guess, like revenue or views.
Yeah. So like with the dating show, like Perfect Match, someone like me who's not coming from a dating show, who's like, you know, you could tell from my personality, I'm pretty naive. So like you didn't know what was.
I
didn't know what I was getting myself into. So it's probably like, oh, this got to be great to put on someone who's like an experienced dating show person, and then see them interact, and it's like. You know,
what was the filming like for the show then? I feel like most of the time, okay, for example, like I know like they have like, is there like different rooms you go into to like speak to like a camera. Like
Yeah.
how does that actually all like unfold, if you don't mind me
Yeah,
asking?
it's kind of like, so first of all, there's cameras everywhere.
Okay.
They have B-roll cameras, like there's cameras set up in the bedrooms, in the living rooms. Then there's like 20 cameramen that are just like, they're like trained
To, like,
like
follow you.
assassins. Like the minute that they hear like voices go up a little bit, they're running up the stairs to the room, they catch everything in your face. But eventually, after a while, like they're not cameramen anymore. It's like, oh, that's just Steve. Like,
Oh, okay.
Because like you're
like,
with
was
them
it
so much.
was it like an uncomfortable adjustment? Because I feel like, for me at least, like when I film my videos, like I film it, I upload, I'm done, and then I can put my phone down, and I don't
Yeah.
have to like worry about another camera watching me. Especially like for me at least, I don't know how comfortable I would be knowing there's a camera in my bedroom.
Yeah.
So what it like was it like an adjustment? Like was it uncomfortable to like have that many cameras on you all at once?
100%. It was the first little bit. It gets uncomfortable, especially like with me. Like I have like social anxiety, and like I'm kind of like, and going into that, like my shows weren't out yet. No one knew who I was on that show, so I had imposter syndrome, and I'm just like, no one knows who I am. All these cameras here, I don't know what I'm doing. But after a while, because it's 24/7, like
You just like get
you just
accustomed.
kind of get accustomed to it without you even realizing. And you know, a camera guy will be like in your face, and you're like talking to them, blah blah blah, and then you remember like, oh shoot, that was all recorded, you know.
when you again, like you were on 2 reality TV shows, was that like always something you wanted to do? Like was that planned, or like did it kind of just, how did that happen? Like how did you get on your first reality TV show? Ooh, it was called The Mole, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, now you are on, what is it? Perfect Match.
Perfect Match. I'll
There we
keep it
go.
all the way real with you. I was working in a warehouse,
Okay.
a Ben and Jerry's warehouse, like literally
Ice cream?
a cold storage ice cream warehouse, like freezer suit headed down, like 12 hours a day, putting ice cream onto like a wooden pallet, 12 hours a day, for like 7 years. That was like since I was like a teenager.
Okay, this
I
is
was
like
doing that.
like side quest question. Like
Yeah.
we're on a side quest right
Okay,
now.
we're
'cause now I
branching
have-
off.
now I have
Go-
to- I
yeah,
have
go
to-
ahead, go ahead.
First of all, when you work in like Ben and Jerry's and you're slapping ice cream on stuff, like do you get sick of ice cream? Like does ice cream like gross you out? Because I remember when I used to work at Starbucks, after a while the smell of coffee, I was like, I hate it.
I haven't had ice cream in years.
Well, what's your, when you did eat ice cream, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
This is gonna sound like I'm like self-promoting, but it was genuinely, before I got on Netflix, the Netflix and chill flavor.
I never even knew there was a Netflix. I like butter
It's so
pecan.
good. It's like peanut butter with like pretzels, like sweet but kind of salty.
I like sweet and salty.
Yeah, it
But
was-
butter pecan is, or pecan, whatever you want to call it. I feel like an old lady when I tell people I like butter pecan. They're like, how old are you? And I'm like, how old are you? Get a grip. Butter pecan is the best.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is. Sorry.
What's like your favorite like nut? Are you like, cause like I've like
Ask that question again. My favorite what?
sorry, my ADHD is kicking in, and now we're going on another side quest.
What's my favorite what?
Your favorite nut?
Well, actually, I like real talk. I love cashews.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like a cashew is like the beginner nut.
No, you get it.
Yeah, and then it's like you move into almonds, which is like
Yes.
which is like the mature nut.
Yes.
But then you start branching off into like acquired
Like
taste,
a macadamia
like
nut.
a macadamia nut, or like a walnut, or like you take the time to open up a pistachio.
You get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I loved cashews for a hot minute, and then I was like allergic to nuts, like tree nuts. Yeah, no. Here's the funny story. I wasn't allergic to cashews. I was allergic to almonds. Never knew I was allergic to almonds until like, I feel like I've talked about this on here before, but my grandma once gave me, I think it was cereal with almond milk, or it was tea with almond milk, one or the other. And I told my grandma that my chest hurt really bad. So she told me to sit outside in the cold because it was snowing outside, and she said that would help.
Did she
And-
like you? Did she?
No, I was my grandma's favorite. Me and my grandma were ride or die until she did die.
I'm
No, it's okay.
really sorry.
She died
Fuck,
when I was
I didn't mean to laugh. Like you just like
No,
the way.
it's
No,
okay,
I'm
don't
honestly
laugh.
like I'm so
It was
sorry.
in the 5th grade. It's okay.
I'm not like,
No, it's okay. You can laugh.
I didn't mean to.
It was supposed to
just
take
a
you off.
setup.
It was supposed to throw you off a little bit. But yeah, my grandma and I were close. And then when I was working at Starbucks, I had like real bad social anxiety. And when I first started working there, I would like eat almond croissants so I could have an allergic reaction and then leave. And at one point my one store had closed, so I got transferred to a random store. I knew how to make drinks. I was terrible at like the register. Like I couldn't work POS. That's what they called it. Was it POS? I think that stands for piece of shit, actually. Like, I don't know what they called it, but
Piece of shit system.
no, like actually though, I hated it so much. And when I transferred, my real manager, she told the manager of the store whose like place I went to, the Starbucks I went to, she was like, Spencer can only be on POS. I don't want him making drinks. And I was like, why the hell did you do that to me? So I could only be on register, and that gave me so much anxiety that I was eating an almond croissant every day. And then eventually I stopped having allergic reactions, so I would eat like handfuls of like the nuts that they sell at Starbucks, and then I would like down those, and then I stopped having allergic reactions after a while. And now I'm just like, I guess I outgrew them, or I just like
It's
built a
incredible that you
tolerance.
just didn't like quit your job. Like you put your life on the line multiple times.
I needed
to get
money.
out of there.
Like
but
I
you
was
didn't.
16 and I was like, I need a job, but like I also don't want to work at the register. So like,
Was that the last job that you had? Sorry to cut you off.
the only job.
That's the only job you had?
Yeah, I worked at, well, it's because when I was working at Starbucks, they were the only place that would allow a minor to work there. So I started working there when I was 16, and then I stopped working there like right before I was 20. I was not freshly, I would say around like 19-ish.
And is that like when were you doing social media while you're working there? Or
Yeah,
like afterwards you kind of
You want to know how I quit? I found out about the Creator Fund, and I was like, okay, screw Starbucks. And I told my manager, I was like, I need you to know that if I get accepted into the Creator Fund and it is in fact real, like I'm putting in my 2 weeks. And then about 2 weeks went by, got into the Creator Fund, and I messaged my manager and I said, how do I put in my 2 weeks? And she said, you just did. So that was oh my gosh, we went on a far side quest. Now I have to get back to the main quest.
Circle back.
So you, Ben and Jerry's, slapping that ice cream on there.
Yeah.
Like you did that for 7 years. It was, how did you get like, sorry guys. How did reality TV like stumble into your lap or into your life, I guess?
It was just I was doing that, and then I got a DM one day from a casting director that was like, hey, we love your look, we like your personality. Because I started doing like more IG stories and taking more pictures. I wasn't really big on social media, and I started doing more, and then the cast director just like DM'd me, and it was like during like COVID, it was 2020, shut down, warehousing is supply and demand. So I was kind of like, okay, either I stay in the warehouse and I'm just going to be a Ben & Jerry's worker until I'm 60 and get my pension, and then, move to Alaska or some shit,
Would you want to live in Alaska?
No, I actually found out on the show that it's actually a state. I thought it was a country. There was a challenge where like we had to label a map.
You're from Canada. I can't blame you.
They're like label countries. The first one I wrote down was Alaska, so that's what I'm
Like,
planning
but
on.
here's the thing, like you're from Canada, correct?
Yeah.
I can't blame you.
Yeah.
Because if I was from
Thank
Canada
you.
or if I lived in Hawaii, I would think Alaska was
I knew where it was though.
a country. Well, I think it was a country. And it's also right next to Canada.
Yeah.
Like it's like literally like it's not even, that's always what has
Like-
confused me about Alaska. It's like next to, it's not even by like where.
Like, you know what, America? You know what? As Americans, like, if you want to have a state, like,
Make sure it's
make sure it's connected.
okay, well, like we like Hawaii. Hawaii is cool.
Yeah, we like Hawaii. We also like Alaska.
We
We
also
don't
like
have anything
Alaska,
against
yeah.
Alaskans. We don't.
Alaskans, if you're watching this right now, like we're really sorry. Like no hate towards
Like, we're
you, but
starting
like
tension with
also, like sorry guys. Okay, so you get discovered.
So I get discovered, and then basically they asked me, and I just had to ask myself, like, okay, either because I can't just like go to my workplace and be like, hey, can I take 8 weeks off to go travel Australia and potentially get money and then come right back? So I just had to make a choice, like, all right, either I take a chance on this or I'd be a warehouse worker, and I took a chance. Didn't win the mold, didn't get any money, so I came back and I was like, okay, still broke, very broke now. And then Netflix was like, hey, do you want to do another dating show? I was like, this is how they get you, because I have no money.
But like
I'll do it because it's a good opportunity, but also at the same time, I was like, I need some money. Like,
But it also like at the same time gives you like publicity.
yeah,
Because it makes you like a known face, and that makes people want to keep working with you.
Yeah, and I think the thing with me with reality TV is like, and I'm going into like a deeper moment, but I think with reality TV it comes with like a lot of stigma, a lot of negative stigma, a lot of like people want you to spill the tea, people want to slander each other and gossip, and I'm like trying to do with my new platform the same thing I do with my TikTok, the eyes on me. I want to take the eyes on me, spread positivity, and take those eyes on me and kind of shift them to people that actually have stuff of value. So it's when people come to me and they're like, we want tea on the show, spill tea. I'm like, all right, spill tea. Link in my bio to help a women's shelter in Toronto called Sisterine. And if you want to learn how to donate to women's shelters in your area, stuff like that, and try to like change the landscape of it. Like I feel like a lot of people use that platform and it turns into like, you got to chase clout, you got to slander, you got to start
because
beef
it's
and
like,
drama.
Oh, when you have beef, it's like you have views because people want to keep up with what's happening. But
exactly.
It's like,
but with me, it's like, and I'm sure with like your platform as well, it's like you just want to spread positivity and laughter and make people smile. And I think that's something different that like we have as like the TikTokers that I've met is like we have this community that means so much to us, that's grown with us, and it's like we want to continue to make them smile and make sure that they know that we have values that we hold on to.
I also hate the idea of like, I don't want to say like beef in the public eye, but it's like people taking sides of like what's happening, I guess. Because it's like realistically, especially with reality TV shows, there's so much you do see and don't see. Am I right? Or like,
no, 100%. I mean, we're filming 24/7 and they cut it down into hour-long episodes. So it's like you're missing entire points, storylines, conversations that could have led to a certain moment.
And it kind of just like, do you, from what you've seen, I don't know if you're even allowed to answer this, so far, do you think that there have been moments that have been like misconstrued in the show?
100%. But my state of it, you know, a lot of people would be like, would go out and say, you know, it's editing or it's misconstrued or it's like this, and they feel the need to fill in the blanks and such like that. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a blue collar worker. Like, you know, I do my job and I'm done with it. So like I signed the contract. The contract said you're giving your likeness and personality and creative freedom, you know? So like whatever happens, I'm like, that's what happened. Everybody just take it with a grain of salt. But for me, it's like I did the show.
You did what you had to do.
I did what I had to do. Good. I'm good. I want to move on and continue to, you know, spread positivity. Positivity.
There we go. I also wanted to compliment your nails again, because the last time I saw you, they looked really good.
Yeah.
And now they also look, what did they say? Crybaby?
So I cry on the show.
Really?
Yeah, very, very, very heavily. Very hard.
Are you you're a Cancer, right?
Yeah.
You're a Cancer moon too? So you're a Cancer sun and a Cancer moon?
And Venus.
I love how I asked if you were a Cancer. I also just realized that your thumbs have the Cancer like symbol on them. You put your like chart on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
What was like your feedback with that?
It was, I think like the top comment was Lucifer.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the top comment.
No, like more like I want to hug you and be like, everything's okay.
Yeah.
But you seem the thing is like, I wouldn't think you're a Cancer, which is odd. Like I usually like pick up on people's signs quickly. I would take you more as like an Aquarius.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus rising.
And
I'm a Taurus rising. And
like,
I've also gone to therapy, so I've healed up quite a bit, you know.
Yeah.
I used to be a wreck.
Really?
But now it's like I can cry everything out, call Amanda, my therapist, and then sort it out and move on.
I had a therapist. Her name was Joanne. I don't talk to her anymore.
Oh. Do you care to talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, Joanne, if you are even watching this, I love you to death. I love her. But when I lived in New Jersey, the way that the insurance I'm under works is like, I have health insurance in California, but I need to be in, like my doctor, psychiatrist, therapist has to be in California. So because I moved here and I'm a resident of California now, if I were to go back to Joanne, I wouldn't be covered by health insurance.
Right.
I have to find a therapist here. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel like I need a therapist right now.
You feel like you're good?
Like as of right now, yeah. I mean, there have definitely been like highs and lows in my life, but when I was at home and I was in New Jersey, I didn't like really have, all my friends went away to like college. Like all my friends went to university. I didn't really talk to anybody when I was in college. I kept to myself. And then I started social media and I made a whole bunch of friends who live here. So it's like when I moved, like when I was going to therapy, I feel like the reason I went is because of like this feeling of being alone. And I like hate this, like, I don't mind being alone. I just hate feeling alone. There's like a very big difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
And that's how I felt when I was in New Jersey. But like now that I'm here, I don't. Which is nice, but at the same time, because I don't, I feel like, is therapy nice? Yes, but like I don't currently go. Do you currently go to therapy?
Yeah, I think, and I agree too. Like I started going to therapy like before the reality TV thing, and I reached a point also where like I wasn't going every week or bi-weekly. It was just kind of like little check-ins, and I was fine. And I started doing reality TV, and it was like, okay,
Go back. Yeah.
It was like reset.
Do you think like there were moments in the show that they made it a point to like kind of bring up trauma? Because I know you said you cried, and I don't know why you cried. But do you think they made like a point in the show to like do things or like trigger things, or no?
I think when you put that many big personalities in one setting, you can kind of just like sit back and watch chaos ensue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, when you're in a dating show and you have so many different personalities and people that are coming at from different angles, it's like you don't really have to trigger anything. It's just going to happen eventually. Okay. That's at least how I look at it. From like if I were a producer, like if we were to put every TikToker like in a house, it's going to be absolute mayhem.
If we were to put every TikToker in a house, if I was placed, sorry, I need to look in the camera for this one. If I was placed in a house with every single TikToker, I need you all to know that you would never hear from me again, because I would be dead. Like, if I was forced to be in a house with all of them, don't get me wrong, I love a lot of them. I love hanging out with them. I love seeing them. But living with them for an extended period of time, I don't know what that would do to me mentally. Either I would be dead or I would end up in a padded room with security outside with a straitjacket on. Because I can't. Sorry.
I feel like TikTokers is a different breed, because it's like, do you find you start talking and like, or like everything becomes a sound?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like things just become
talking,
like,
it's like you're talking but no one's listening type thing.
Yeah, like you're so used to like speaking to like your phone and like speaking in like punchable lines that like when you're around other TikTokers, like everything becomes like an audio, or like every moment that you have like a situation, you think like this would go well for this audio that I have saved, and it's like,
I actually recently saw a video. I forget who was talking in the video, but I'm glad you said that, because he literally was on stage and he was saying the problem with like this generation especially, and I 100% agree, is that we don't live in moments themselves. We live to look back on those moments.
100%.
So it's like we do things, like maybe like you'll go dance in the rain. You don't want to, but you're doing it because it's like in the future you can be like, oh, when I was younger, I did this.
I danced in the rain.
But it's like, I feel like, at least for like my mom's generation, they didn't have like social media. They didn't have like, I mean, they had cell phones, but not like we have cell phones. It's like when my mom was going to go out to the mall and do stuff, it's because she wanted to go. Or like I also have, I forget what it's called, but it's like I constantly feel like in my head sometimes, like especially when I'm out, that like I'm being watched. And I also feel like because of that, you don't
get to be like your real self.
Not almost, really like my real self. It's like I'm living, but it's like sometimes I feel like I'm living vicariously through other people watching me, if that makes sense. Like I wonder, like I get like insecure when I go out to the store. I'm like, who sees me right now? And if they do, and they see me from this angle or this angle, what do I look like? And that's what I hate. And I've been working on that a lot, but I feel like ever since social media and ever since like I started doing well on social media, it's always been a very like, I don't know, it's like I always feel like there's like not even someone, but like unless I'm alone, like when I'm out, I also, Matt the person?
Yes.
Matt's on TikTok. I once was talking to Matt because we went out to dinner, and there was like I don't know what had happened, but there was this girl. She came in and kept staring at me and Matt. And Matt and I actually, like, we didn't know if, like, she watched our videos or if she just, like, liked what we were wearing. And at one point I was telling Matt how, like, sometimes I'll hear people say hi and I'll turn around thinking they're talking to me. And I was like, I do the same thing. Because it's like, I feel like that's still something I haven't gotten used to. It's like this idea that people know who I am.
It's that parasocial relationship that they develop. And I get it because, you know, especially with like, it's different with like a celebrity or, you know, these like people that blew up on Instagram. When you blew up on TikTok, people saw you from the ground up.
And there's also like a connection.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're a celebrity, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of celebrities who have an amazing relationship with their fans. But at the same time, for example, like people fall in love with an actor's acting or a singer's music. When it comes to social media, a lot of the times they fall in love with like who you are.
Yeah.
And it like forms a relationship between you and your audience. So I feel like it's kind of, I don't want to say, I understand when there are like people who have their days where it's like, I don't want to like talk to anyone right now. But at the same time, like I also understand when people, when like, especially influencers are rude to like their supporters.
Oh, no. I will literally like the other day I was out eating and I went out for a phone call and these group of women, they're having a bachelor party and they like literally just watched Perfect Match and they saw me. And I literally stood outside the restaurant and I spoke to them for 40 minutes to the point where like people had to come out and be like, yo, we're done with the food. And I was like, damn.
I do the same thing.
But I do the same thing every single time because like I'm just so appreciative and grateful of like the platform and the community that I've been able to build. And I understand what you're saying of like, because it's almost like they know you. Because when you're talking to your phone, you're being vulnerable. There's no one around. You're not acting. Like I've had people come to me like, "Oh my God," it's ironic. They'll come to me like, "Oh my God, I love how much you talk about your social anxiety," and I'm like, by myself, I'm like, "This is so ironic." Like, but it's great to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. Yeah, I do have social anxiety. So
this interaction is really ironic.
Are you screaming
but
at me?
Thank you so much.
Are you mad at me? Like I can't really tell.
But I'm just so grateful. So it's like I'm the same way. Like I can't stand when people are rude because it's like without them, we wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly. Now, again, I'm gonna like jump back, guys. Like this is like a little like we're like
yeah, choose your own adventure.
We're replaying like it's like previous track now. I'm just gonna previous track. I want to talk again like really quickly about astrology.
Yeah.
Are you into astrology?
I wasn't, and then my ex that I dated for a really long time, she was really into astrology. She had like, you know, would spend money on crystals and always like bring me down. She called me Moon Child because I'm a Cancer. I have so much Cancer and Cancer's ruled by the moon and all that. So she kind of like convinced me and kind of like got me into it, and then she broke down my chart for me. I was like, damn, like
you just read me to filth.
Yeah, and now people ask you, oh, what's your astrology? I'm like, let me tell you my entire chart and why I'm the way I am.
So here, my question for you is, do you know other signs or is it just your own? Because I wanted to ask you, if I tell you my top, like my big three, tell me what you think.
Okay.
I'm a Leo sun.
Okay.
I'm a Leo rising.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm a Virgo moon.
Okay. So what I gathered from that, I know that Leos are, for lack of a better word, they're very, you know, boisterous, very confident. You know,
like we're performers.
Performers, like the performers. So I know your sun is your ego, I believe, right? So
I'm pretty sure I follow it, but I don't follow it. But like that's
Yeah, and then your moon is also a Leo. Is that what you said? Oh no, your rising is a Leo. So your rising is like your mass. That's what people perceive you as. So like people would perceive you as a Leo. And then your moon is your Virgo, which is like emotions, right?
I feel like I usually say like your moon is how you are alone, or like how you handle, or like how do I put this? Moon is emotions, but it's like, you know, the three faces where it's like how you are by yourself, how you are with like friends and family, and how you are with strangers.
Right. That's how you would categorize it.
Yeah, I would say like like how you are by yourself, like that face is like the moon. Yeah, it's like, for example, I know Virgos are very meticulous. Like they're, I don't want to say like perfectionists, but they like want to like get things done a certain way. That's how I am when it comes to like everything I do. Even everyone here, hi everyone, they know for a fact I literally have alarms on my phone for when I post TikToks.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm very like.
Yeah, like I would gather that like from seeing you, you'd be like just absolute chaos. But I would say like your room is like very neat, OCD level, like.
You just like got it, yeah.
Yeah, like people will receive you like obviously like I'm literally screaming
yeah, like you're a crazy bitch.
You're absolutely chaos.
But like you're right, but you're right.
Yeah.
Like you're right and right. Like the way I would describe my brain, like I'm a very clean person. Like my apartment's like really clean. You got that right. But the way I would describe my brain is like, you know, in SpongeBob, how there's that like episode where they're like, all of the like SpongeBob people in his head are like running around opening up filing cabinets and it's like burning to the ground.
Yeah.
I need you to imagine, instead of like the paper flying everywhere, like all the filing cabinets are on fire.
Yeah.
Everyone is running around, but if you open up a filing cabinet,
It's all in order.
It's all in perfect order. Yeah, they're on
color
fire,
coordinated.
but you can read it.
Yeah.
They're in order, numerically, alphabetically, symbolically. Like everything is like, I have like I'm very set in my ways.
Yeah. I'm very much like sensitive, emotional, but my Taurus keeps me like grounded.
Grounded, because a Taurus is earth.
Yeah, so like I can be like emotionally impulsive at times, but then you give me like a little bit of time, my Taurus kicks in and I'm like, nah, that's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Like how do I put this? You know those like angels you have on your shoulder, and like one angel is like, don't do this, and the other angel is like, do it.
Do it.
Like for me, it's more like they swap places for fun. And like one will be like, do it, and then the other one's like, do it, and then I do it, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with you? Don't do that. And I did it already, so it's like, screw me, I guess.
It's like too bad, too late.
It's too late.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, you live and you learn. All right, everyone, we're gonna play a game. This bowl, the black bowl right here, has reality TV shows, and then this gray bowl has characters, both like fiction, non-fiction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick a show, and then we're gonna pick two people, and we're gonna see who would win. So like, for example, if I pulled out American Idol, right? And then I picked Taylor Swift and Snooki. Taylor Swift is gonna win. Sorry, Snooki. But you guys get the gist now. Let's do this. How do you want to do this? Do you want to pull the characters? I pull the...
You pull the show?
I'll pull the show.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, guys, I want you to know, I don't want you guys to think I picked this on purpose. It just says show on it because I didn't know which bowl was which, and Laura helped me, like, yeah, okay. The first show is Survivor.
Okay, Survivor. Let's pick two. First contestant, Mulan.
Okay.
Mulan from Mulan. Mm-hmm. Second, Millie Bobby Brown. Mulan versus...
So it's like Mulan 100%, but like, sorry, Millie Bobby Brown.
But like, are we talking like strictly Millie Bobby Brown, or can she like turn into 11?
Okay, because if it was 11, like you're screwed, Mulan. Sorry.
Yeah, well, to what extent?
It's like, okay.
Like we have to analyze, because if she's 11, what can you really do in Survivor to give you that advantage with telepathic powers?
Okay, so like,
I guess she could like raise fish out the water.
There's that, and also there was that. Remember there was that. I remember there was that one challenge where they all had to hang on by a rope. If I was 11, I would just use my telekinetic powers to just stay there. But then wait, 11 gets bloody noses. Her power can only go so far.
Right, the bloody nose.
Mulan. I still choose Mulan.
Yeah, we'll go Mulan.
Okay, this is the show. The Circle. Okay.
Okay, The Circle. We have Zac Efron and Hayley Williams.
What? Can someone tell me what The Circle is about? I really don't watch reality TV shows.
The Circle is basically just like a social media popularity contest, essentially.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the most popular person. Everyone's like in a room by themselves, and they only communicate through a computer. So it's like basically the most popular person wins, essentially. And you can catfish as someone else.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Hayley Williams and who?
And Zac Efron. So I would say we got to go off of likability.
Okay.
And
ooh,
as much as I love High School Musical,
I'm gonna say Hayley Williams.
I'm gonna say Hayley Williams.
I feel like it's because like Zac Efron is a heartthrob, but it's like as you get older, it's like High School Musical versus Paramore. What are you gonna want to listen to? Who are you gonna cry to?
Yeah.
Are you gonna cry to Gotta Go My Own Way, or are you gonna cry to Paramore All I Wanted Was You?
Facts.
Thank you.
Mic
All right.
drop.
This is the next show. Love Island. Every
this is
single.
good.
Do you know reality TV shows? Can you do me a favor? Every
Yes.
single time I pull one, I'm gonna need you to describe the show to me
got you.
because I don't watch reality TV. So what's Love Island about?
So Love Island is basically you have 10 people enter a villa, right? And they gotta just pair up, match up, and then the audience actually votes on who they believe is the best couple. It's like day by day.
Okay, so for this one, guys, we're actually doing Love Island, and because it's couples, I'm gonna pull 2 names, and Dom is gonna pull 2 names. So, okay.
So, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I think my people won.
Okay.
Who do you have?
I have a pretty big power couple.
Okay, what's your power couple?
Lil Wayne
Okay.
and Taylor Swift.
Okay, well, I have Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas, so like, but
my
didn't she
humps.
leave the Black Eyed Peas?
She did have a solo career, so she's not loyal.
But like, are we talking what Fergie generation are we talking about? Like Fergie Black Eyed Peas generation? Because I mean, like,
who would you rather hear a song from? Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas again, or would you want to hear Taylor Swift and Lil Wayne?
okay, I think you got me there.
Yeah.
I think you got me there. I think that would be interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's Little John.
Like, okay, sorry guys, my bad. Like,
You just start going off of Little John ad-libs. Yeah, ski, 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 ski. Okay.
who the hell did that? Like, come on, guys. Like, get
Don't
a grip.
stereotype all the littles, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Like, I just like in my. Sorry.
Also, side note, do we find it weird that like there's just a bunch of grown men rapping that are just all little?
Lil Wayne, Lil Jon,
Lil Baby. I feel like Lil Baby's also redundant, by the way.
Oh, because you're a baby.
Because you're a baby.
But
so-
it's like the Lil makes it like Lil Baby.
Oh, you're a little baby.
Yeah.
But it's like you're.
It's like the adjective like does
It's
it
like
for
an
me.
oxymoron. Oh no, that's not oxymoron. Oxymoron is like jumbo shrimp.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like it just compliments. I feel like a Lil Baby compliments itself. Lil Wayne compliments itself, but it's like who was the first Lil? Was it like I don't know.
Who's the? We gotta go. We gotta talk to historians.
Yeah, I don't know who the first.
Maybe
Lil
the
was.
first little was just little. He was just like,
He said my name is Lil.
I'm just little.
I don't know,
Shout
but
out,
whoever
yeah.
was the first Lil something, I'm like, thank you for setting the trend.
Also, can we talk? Sorry,
No,
another side
no,
note.
keep going.
Do you ever watch the Rugrats movie?
Yes.
So I watched it again recently.
Okay.
Dark movie. The part when all the babies just kind of left Tommy and Dill to just like be eaten by monkeys was kind of wild.
Okay, so I don't remember that much, but what I will say,
Like they were
is-
cold. Like for like a bunch of 2-year-olds was like
I mean, like,
they were like, we hate your little brother. Die in the forest.
do
with
what
these
you got to
monkeys."
do to survive. Sorry, but what I will say is that the last time I saw Rugrats, I didn't even make it through the full movie. It was actually like maybe like half a year ago. My friend fell asleep while I was watching it in her bed, and I was like, I'm gonna go home. And then it was Emmy. Emmy closed her eyes and she said, okay, because I'm making a sandwich right now.
What?
And I was like, are you asleep? And Emmy was like, no. She was asleep. Anyways. Now we have Big Brother. Someone please explain Big Brother to me.
All right, so Big Brother.
Why are you? I heard the. I mean, like I've played Big Brother on Roblox.
What?
Roblox. Like I played Survivor on Roblox and I played Big Brother on Roblox.
Like the actual like you were a contestant in the video game of Roblox in Big Brother.
No, like I play a children's game made for 13-year-olds, and there's a game where you can be like it's a Big Brother game. Have you ever played Roblox?
My nephew does. I'm not like
How old is your nephew?
11.
It's not like I played Roblox last night.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just like I've just personally never played Roblox.
You've never played Roblox?
No, but I'm not hating though. Like I play.
I know you're not hating.
Yeah, I play like Kingdom
But I'm
Hearts
gonna hate on you
and-
now. Get the hell off my He's never played Roblox. You've never played Roblox?
No, have you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
Okay, you got me there.
Okay, so
Okay, can you explain the brother to me, please?
like, please. People are in a house. I honestly, I've never watched.
Are
Big
there
Brother
any
either.
Big Brothers involved? Like, do people go on with their sibling?
Yeah, I honestly, I went in that so confidently, but I generally don't really know what happens in Big Brother.
All right, then let's
All right,
see who
let's
we
see
have
who we
here
got.
now.
We got I don't know how to say this name.
Let me see. Oh, Tana Mojo.
Tana Mojo.
Do you know who Tana Mojo is?
No.
That's okay.
Does it?
All I will say.
Can you explain?
Yeah, Tana Mojo's like a famous YouTuber.
Okay.
Like I can't. Tana, I love you, but I don't even know how to describe her. Like she is so like famous YouTuber.
Famous YouTuber. Can I just side note, another side quest? I just have to get this out because ADHD. Mojo Jojo.
Mojo.
Jojo.
Which JoJo? Mojo.
You never
Jojo?
watched Powerpuff Girls?
I love Powerpuff.
Mojo Jojo.
Oh wait, is he the monkey?
Yeah. That they always beat up all the time.
Yeah.
Also, okay. Did you know that they're like 5 years old, I think?
The Powerpuff Girls?
They used to just skip school. They used to beat the shit out of people on that show. Like the
And they were
violence is
5?
insane. Yeah, they were 5, dude.
I wish I was a Powerpuff Girl.
Same. What would be your Powerpuff name? There's Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup.
Like I have to make my own right now, or like choose between them.
Well, you need a name. Do you remember there was Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, and then there was Bunny. Do you remember Bunny? Bunny was like the one that they made, and she was kind of like off a little bit, but she was like
Defective?
she was like super big, and then she like killed herself. Like that was a dark show. She just like exploded.
Oh my god!
And then they were like, "All right, bye, Bunny."
I love the Powerpuff Girls, like the Powerpuff Girl aesthetic. But let me rephrase. Powerpuff Girls, when did that come out?
Probably like early 2000s, I would say.
I like don't remember Powerpuff Girls. Like I don't remember
No?
watching it. I was more like, what was that one show? My Life as a Teenage Robot. I had her. I had like Danny Phantom, Jimmy
yeah.
Neutron,
Brain Blast.
The Fairly Odd Parents. But like Powerpuff Girls, like I never really. I mean, I watched Captain Planet.
That was like the environment guy.
Yeah, you
kinda-
know that?
Yeah, because he was like all like recycle.
Yeah. Oh my god! Whenever I tell people that I used to watch Captain
And they all had
Planet,
like the rings, and they'd be like, "Let's save the planet." And
Oh
then
my- no, whenever
then
I
a
bring
guy
up-
made a chrome would appear and like save the ocean.
literally, whenever I talk about Captain Planet, no one knows who the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, the chrome dude with the mullet.
Yes. Okay. Work.
Tana Mojo and Kim Petras, Unholy. I'm just gonna straight up and just say that I don't know Tana, so I'm gonna side with Kim because she's getting work done in the body shop.
Okay, right. So I'm just, for me, I'm gonna say Tana, only because like I feel like if Tana was on Big Brother, there would be so many memes that come out of it, and like people would love Tana because like she's just like, how do I put this? You know those people whose personalities are funny? That's Tana. Sorry, I don't know Kim Petras like that.
I don't know her either, but she's unholy. You know, maybe she'll be in the house and she like
I feel like a
worships
lot of
Satan.
I feel like a lot of right. If
And then,
you're
like,
Christian and
you
you're
know.
Catholic and you're watching it and you're like, oh, she's unholy, who's gonna vote for Kim Petras?
She just calls upon the power of the
Of
Beelzebub and the demons, and just
Beelzebub. Beelzebub.
she puts a pentagon on the ground. And anyways, I'm sorry, Kim. I didn't like. I'm not
Kim, it's
assuming
okay.
you're.
Kim, we love you, girl.
Now I got beef with Kim.
No, you don't.
Alaskans.
You have beef with Kim, Alaskans. Like you have
gotta-
beef with everyone
I
right
gotta
now.
stop.
Yeah, I know. Okay, can I choose the names next and you choose the show?
Yes,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna hide mine.
Okay. And do you want me to say the show first?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. It's my show. Perfect match.
Perfect match. Okay, so we have Hailey Bieber. And we have Selena Gomez.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh. I feel like you're right. I really. Oh, there's a lot of. Ooh.
I vote Selena Gomez. I'm really sorry, guys, but like, okay, so I don't mean to go on like a tangent, but I so mean to go on a tangent. I don't know what's going on with like the whole like, I just feel like Selena's being ganged up on. Like, I feel like people are coming at Selena, and by people, I mean Hailey Bieber squad who said that. But like Selena, here's my issue. It's like when it's 3-on-1, that's when we have a problem. Because it's like, why is it 3-on-1? Also, stay mad because Selena is Selena Gomez. And when she returns to the music industry and knocks all you bitches on your asses, you're going to be really upset, and you're gonna be real sad because when Selena's up there getting her Grammy,
eaten
her MTV award,
no crumbs,
when she's performing,
Alex Russo,
get wrecked, bitch.
That was a Wizards of Waverly Place reference.
That felt really good.
Yeah,
I'm really glad I got that off my chest.
Nice, man.
Anyways,
hey,
well, guys, I don't know if you know this, but like I feel like my butt is numb.
Oh yeah,
is yours?
I was having a really good time. But if you want to kick me out and get me out of here, that's
no.
cool.
Oh my God, no,
that's fine.
No.
I understand. I was going on a lot of tangents and a lot of stuff, so I wasn't like, it's cool, man.
You are actually like a Cancer. You are.
Wow, that's. Oh, you mean like the sign?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I was just. you are a Cancer.
I meant like you're cancerous.
You ruin everything that you are a part of.
Cancerous and you're spreading.
And there is no way to cure you. You are a disease.
No. I meant like you are a Cancer because you were like, no, I was going off on side tangents and like all this other stuff and like you can end the show. I don't want to end the show, but it's like Amanda told me to before.
Oh, so this is on Amanda.
Yeah, it is on Amanda.
Wow.
Amanda, say something.
I produce.
Oh yeah, Amanda is like producer,
right,
as hell. So it's like what Amanda says goes. Sorry guys,
that's your job.
I know you guys don't want this show to end, and I know you guys want us to sit here for another 10 hours and keep talking, which I'm pretty sure we could, but like Amanda said we couldn't. So would you like to tell everyone your social media handles, where they can find you, any of your upcoming projects? It's on you now.
Yeah, so you can find me on all socials under Don't Call Dom. I'm on Netflix, Perfect Match, The Mole. Check those shows out. And I'm also in a band.
You're in a band?
I'm in a rock band.
What?
I'm singer, songwriter of a rock band called Don't Call. One word.
Mm-hmm. We're going on Spotify. I won't play your music here. I'll play it behind the scenes.
You can. Play Truth or Dare. I think you'll enjoy it if you're a fan of like pop punk, Paramore.
Whoa. Guys, well, you know my on social media. If you don't, it's Spensois. I mean, like, I feel you would. You're watching.
Spensois.
You're watching my podcast, but if you don't know how to spell Spensois, it's SPENCEWUAH. I love you all so much. Please, as you all know, this podcast comes out every Thursday on all audio streaming platforms. But if you want to see this happening live and in person and see us looking at the camera and at each other, head to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel and subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, you hate me, and that's really sad because I really do love you guys, and it really hurts my feelings knowing that you hate me. So don't hate me, just subscribe because I really love you guys. Anyways, until next time, bye bye everyone. Mwah.